Donald Trump is a lock to lose re-election. It's just gonna happen. The Republican base is just so delusional that they think Donald Trump is the best person for their party. I mean, completely out of their minds, all of them. But then all of America is pretty much fed up with both of these guys. They should not run again, says the majority of Americans. But that's exactly what's going to happen. You know, who knows what Ron Paul could have done against Obama. You know, the DNC helped Trump win when the superdelegates they rigged the primaries against Bernie. So Donald Trump is the worst possible candidate. I mean, if you're running out Joe Biden is going to win, it's because he's not Donald Trump. So Donald Trump is going to lose the election again because people hate Trump. And Gen Z and Gen X just will not vote for Donald Trump because 18 to 29 hates all Democratic. They hate Trump. New generation hates Trump. He's a bigot. He's a racist. He's everything. He is a rapist too, by the way. He's a rapist. He makes friends with media, with corporate media, with politicians, all that. So Donald Trump has always been in bed with the 1%. There's going to be more of these people in 2018. Is the GOP fighting for women's rights? No, they're not. Are they fighting for climate change to help the environment? No. This is how the Republican Party is going to hand Biden 4 more years. If it was about winning, you keep your same economic philosophies and you go ahead and be all for women's rights. But that's all for the Barbie doll. That's all for the Barbie doll in 2028. So, you know, former liberal Ivanka running for the Republican Party, you know, that's when they're going to be fighting for climate change. That's when they're going to be for abortion and women's rights and all that. So, Republican Party not changing. The 2024 presidential election is the 60th election. Vice President Kamala Harris will come out of the 60th election as the selected president after Joe Biden dies. It does happen in The Simpsons, by the way. VP Kamala Harris is 60. Trump lost again at 60. Be the first president ever to lose multiple elections. And this is where we get Donald Trump. He downplayed the pandemic. He had no health care plan. He had no bipartisan infrastructure bill. So already Trump's a joke, and the whole world knows it. This country knows it. He also incited insurrection, tried to overthrow democracy. He gave all the tax breaks to the wealthy. The trade deficit increased under Donald Trump. So, you know, America knows Donald Trump's a joke. And he downplayed a pandemic, and he killed thousands of Americans. I mean, Biden is old and demented and confused and all that, and Donald Trump is a corrupt scumbag. This is what the voters have said about both of these guys, but they're going to go for the innocent, old and confused guy over the straight up crook who's clearly corrupt and dishonest. So that's what is going to be decided by the voters. And that's what's going to happen right there. I think 16 Numerology 11/5/2024. I mean, at the end of the day, looks like Joe Biden's going to be president for 6 years, and then Kamala Harris will probably take over in 2026. So, you know, Joe Biden, the oldest president in American history, you know, he could be 84 years of age. United States of America is 84. He's also the second Catholic president in American history. Who knows if Biden is the first Jesuit president in American history, but he's definitely the second Catholic one, and Biden was elected 60 years after. Actually, JFK died in 1963, so we're at the 60-year anniversary right now. During Biden, and 60th election is in 2026. But the uh, the 59th election, the Trumponomics clearly was a reason why Trump lost the 59th U.S. presidential election. They give tax breaks to the wealthy, no new alternative health care plan. Um, Biden, the spending hasn't kicked in. The Biden administration's going to say it's let the plans take time to develop the infrastructure bill, the green energy policies, the CHIP Act, the jobs that came in away from overseas. So that's going to be the pitch of the Biden administration. And as we go to Donald Trump right here, as we go to Donald Trump, well, let's remember something. January 20th, Inauguration Day of 2021, that is 8th day Numerology. Democrats inaugurated on the 8th day. Democrats have the White House for 8 years. And now Donald Trump, that's the key. June the 14th, 14 is 5 of 1946, that's 20. Well, Donald Trump is a 13-4 Lifepath. Donald Trump is only president for 4 years. Donald Trump wins 1 out of 3 elections. That's why he's a 13 Lifepath. Trump's a loser. He's been a loser. He's bankrupted his businesses. He can only take Russian oligarch money. Trump's a joke. Here we are. Insurrection, all that. The Donald Trump, white America's dying cold, is the reason why this guy hasn't given up power yet. The Trump code, anyone 50, 70 years of age. It's a death code, as we saw during COVID. He was killing all these people out there. He was killing his base. Those are more prone to the pandemic. But Trump is going to lose again. He only wins 1 out of 3 elections. Donald Trump is a losing president. Trump is a losing president. He's lost the popular vote twice in 2 elections. He was never democratically elected. Trump's a loser. They think the world knows that Donald Trump's a loser. That's who Trump is. He certainly he is anything but a winner. He truly is a joke. But here we are, Republican voters out there. Yeah, I think Donald Trump can handle Joe Biden. Oh my God, he's the worst possible candidate. Chris Christie would have been the best candidate out there to beat Donald Trump. These people, they don't get it, do they? Just in order, mark of the beast. Is Donald Trump? We already know. He tried to take the Capitol. What's gonna happen if he loses his election 144 days after his birthday? Mark of the beast, 144. Donald Trump truly finished at that point in time. Biden wins again. Biden is sworn in 2025. Inauguration year for Joe Biden. Biden Gematria 25. He's inaugurated in year 25. The Biden-Trump rematch for inauguration in year 25. And that's what we're getting. This is what we're getting with Joe Biden. The Chip Act. Chip is 36. He was Senator of Delaware for 36 years before becoming Barack Obama's vice president. Barack is Gematria of 36. How about Trump lost again? Biden won again. Biden won again in 64. Kamala is born in 1964. Remember, Biden won again in 64. He became vice president under Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama is Gematria 64. The Illuminati rigs the elections. They rigged it for Trump. They rigged it. Uh, they they certainly rigged it against Ron Paul in 2012. They rigged it against Bernie Sanders. So, and by the way, Donald Trump is not real. He raped girls with Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Clinton. Uh, Guy's a sick pervert. He is a rapist. Keep that in mind. He sodomizes children. He partakes in these so-called elite rituals too. Um, he was friends with the politicians all the time. Oh, he's an outsider. He's an outsider. Don't take democracy over dementia. That's what's gonna be. That's what's gonna be on the line. I think the better way to see who's gonna win, outside of the powers of numerology, is November the 5th to January the 20th of 2025. (1776) and 77. 77. What do we get with 77? Was that Biden's? Was that Biden's age when he wasn't? That wasn't his age when he became president. I think it was like 79. I think oldest serving president. Well, take a look. January of this year, 2023, is 80. So okay, he'll turn 81 in November. Okay, so he was 78 on the day of the election. Let's do it the first. Let's type in the President Joe Biden. President Joe Biden could die at 84 years of age. Now, President Biden is Gematria of 144. President Biden is Gematria of 144. It's 144 days from, Donald Trump's birthday on June the 14th of 2024 until Election Day, November the 5th of 2024. President Biden is going to win the election. President Biden is still president. He's still president, not Donald Trump. Joe Biden is president. Trump's going to lose again. I wonder how many states, let's see, I wonder how many states Donald Trump has from the last elections. Now, how many states Trump won? Obviously, he wins under the rig system where the billionaires are economic philosophy can still hold power, whatever, because technically people shouldn't vote. He won 30 states in 2016 and 2020. He has 55 right now. So I think the total amount of states Trump has is going to be interesting. 270 need to win, 232, 304. He didn't even do well in that election. Yeah, so Trump would need 806 to win. What about Joe Biden? Let's go 2020. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for 576 and see what we get here. But Obama got reelected. Now Biden is going to be reelected. Joe Biden is going to win again in 2023. JFK was elected in 1960 and died in 1963. Maybe the death is just going to come in the following election. Catholic president wins the 60th election. Last time it happened came during the 60th election. So 11/8/19 and 16/7, that was an 8-day numerology, the day of that election, and Lyndon Baines Johnson, Kennedy, they gave themselves 8 years until 1968. Joe Biden is ready to win the election. He'll defeat Donald Trump once again. That Trump is going to lose. The Republican Party is going to have to really move on from Donald Trump. It'll show that 2020 was not rigged when you have Trump lose. It wasn't rigged. Same outcome happened again because people didn't like Donald Trump. And by having Trump run on the Republican Party, it's going to make it easy on Biden winning. There are far more better candidates out there than Trump, but he is what he is. He's corrupt. Oldest gematria of 13. Donald Trump wins 1 out of 3 elections. Donald Trump's in this shows his 2024. He's running as a loser again against the public. And so, how about corrupt? They describe Donald Trump as corrupt. Corrupt 111.39. New York 111.39. Trump is really asking to lose another election. Trump winning 1 out of 3 elections. It's how Biden's going to win. Biden goes a perfect 2-0. Because Joe Biden is here in numerology. 1942 is 16. He's the 16th Democratic president elected. That's 7. 20 is 2. That's 9. 11. That's 9. It's Biden is 20-2 Lifepath numerology. He's going to be running for 2 terms. 2-0. Biden's election record. This is how numerology is going to nail Donald Trump losing the election. Trump is cooked just like that. Biden is going to beat Trump in the rematch. Rematch gematria 68 and 32. The president from Scranton, Ohio, or Scranton, Pennsylvania, I should say. Donald John Trump, the simple gematria of 68. Presidential rematch. And Biden wins the rematch. Donald Trump is losing to Joe Biden, people. Joe Biden is going to be reelected, and Kamala is going to take over. Kamala and her birthday. October 20th, the amount of time from October the 20th to Election Day, November 5th. 16 days. 16 Democratic presidents. She would be number 17. She'd be number 17 on the list. She'd be the She'd be the 47th president. Would be the first female president in American history.